This is Mike from Herbert-ABS with another Learning Series video. In this video, I'd like to walk through some basics and features of the 2D views in CargoMax. CargoMax typically shows a simple 2D plan and profile graphic, but there are a number of ways to expand and customize what is displayed. As you can see here, the plan and profile display is shown, which gives a nice, clean graphical representation of the loading condition. There are other 2D graphics options available, which can be selected from the View Options menu, or by clicking the plus button in the upper right corner of a panel. You can see that there is a combined plan and profile, as well as individual profile, plan, and section cut views. I'd like to take special note of the section cut view, which I'll show in this panel. Once this view is selected, you can use your mouse button to click on any profile or plan graphic, and the section view will give the cross-section at that location. Very handy for more detailed visualization. In addition, if you hold the Control key on your keyboard down while clicking, you can select and display multiple section cut locations. Also note that in the right-click menu, there is an option to lock the section cut views. If you select the cuts and the locations you want to see, you can then lock them in, and the locations won't update when clicking any longer. Another interesting option when viewing the 2D graphics is a toggle that can be found through the right-click menu, the Show All Groups versus Show Only Active Group option. The Only Active Group option can be handy if the graphics are too cluttered or muddled with everything shown, and instead can simplify the graphics to show only the actively selected weight group in the entry table. The right-click menu also gives a simple toggle for white or black background, which occasionally can be helpful, such as in spaces where light pollution wants to be kept minimal. The right-click menu also has the View Options selection, which can bring up an even more extensive collection of settings and options for the graphics. Before going into the details, note that when settings are applied, a question will appear asking if the changes should be applied to only the active group or to all graphics. I'll be selecting yes in my examples, which means that all the graphics views will be updated with those new settings, not just the graphic that I right-clicked on. A few items to note in the view options include, on the General tab, Show Names of Spaces. This can help give more information to identify locations or spaces in the graphics. On the Tanks tab, there are options to specify how filling levels are shown in tanks. For example, maybe vertically gives a better representation when looking at plan views. Again, once I hit OK, I'll be asked if I want to apply to all views, and once I click yes, my graphics windows will update as selected. I can now see spaces, and I can now see filling level is changed to vertical. Going back to the view options, I have a Spaces tab, which we can control and how and if non-tank spaces such as voids or deck structures will be displayed. On the Weights tab, the option on how to display missed weights can be handy. For example, using the crosshair option might help clean up some views in some cases. Finally, the Points tab and Damage tab can have some useful graphical options for when you're using the damage and/or grounding calculations and features within CargoMax. The point settings will control how downflooding points or other openings are handled, while the Damage tab controls how damaged spaces are displayed and how grounding information is shown. I hope this has helped provide some guidance on our 2D graphics options. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this learning video. For more information, please visit us at www.herbert-abs.com or email us at info@herbert-abs.com.